What if I told you that Young Miami might have just exposed Hollywood's biggest secrets? She's named some powerful celebrities who reportedly paid Diddy to keep their dark secrets hidden, all while acting like nothing happened.
We're going to bring all three of those women in. So they're going to have an investigator talk to Young Miami, Cassie, and Gina. They all had a relationship with Puff at the same time. And maybe some other women too that we don't know about. But you got to realize they were talking at each other and going at each other back and forth, especially Gina and Young Miami. You understand? Young Miami said some things that it's not sex trafficking, but it shows that Diddy had the power to make people do things they may not.
But why now? Why speak out when the risks are so high? And who's on this list that could shake Hollywood's elite forever? From secret payments to suspicious NDAs, Young Miami's claims reveal a man whose empire wasn't just built on music and business skills, but on dangerous hidden deals. These revelations could bring down some of the biggest names in the industry. Get ready. This story is about to take a dark turn, and the fallout will be massive.
Miami told Gina, you know you're a carpet muncher, and if I tell Diddy to tell you to eat my box, you would. You would. Now, Young Miami's seen a lot of stuff, and she probably been in part of a lot of stuff because she said she liked to be peed on. She could have been playing. I don't know. I don't know. Don't really care. But those three women, they're going to have a lot of stuff to talk about. And the investigators are going to ask them. Because they want to know, because Lil Rod did say that she had taken part in young girls being there in a sexual act. So now, those three women, Cassie, Gina, and Young Miami, they might be the
Young Miami, known for her city girls hits, social media dominance, and bold personality, has done the unthinkable. During what seemed like a casual interview on her hit podcast, Care Shop Please, she went beyond sharing personal stories. She exposed the dark secrets of the entertainment world. At the heart of her revelations, none other than music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
Because people feel like I was Diddy's biggest cheerleader and I made him my brand. And I feel like Diddy was on brand for me. I got with Diddy and brought him into my life. I had him at the office. I was still doing Richard Roulette in the split. All right on. Ari slapping my ass. I ain't never think I was bigger than the program. I was still on my City Girl shit. I was still doing remixes. Don't play with it.
I was Gucci Mane. First impression.
I was still working. City Girls was on tour with Jack Harlow. We had At Bad. You know, Diddy came to me with the song. Told JT let's get on this record. Like, I was still doing City Girls shit. I was heavily involved in the group. I never thought I was bigger than the program.
So, with Diddy, what was your experience with dating him? Because I feel like in the headlines, it's a lot of just chaos and it's a lot of allegations, and so I think that's what makes people feel like, well, since you were so heavily involved, you were a part of these things, or you were around.
The timing couldn't have been more dramatic. Amid a wave of lawsuits and accusations against Diddy, spanning manipulative behavior to serious criminal claims, Young Miami's unexpected outburst has ignited a firestorm in the entertainment world.
I think a lot of the stories are becoming out of control and super extreme. Again, you know, you start one way, and then as it builds, there's thousands of people coming in creating a new narrative. And when you do your research or your due diligence on it, a lot of it doesn't come back real. So now you're stuck in a position to go, is any of it real, or how much of it is real? And I think that's where we are now, because they just keep piling on and on and on. And now everybody's starting to feel weird about it and starting to feel like it's all starting to look like it's one-sided against one man. And people aren't liking it.
Do you still believe that we're going to see a lot of bold-faced names get pulled into this because of their knowledge or their participation in what Diddy is accused of?
You know, I think that there might have been times where people have partied with a certain team of people, and it might have been a freak off at that party, right?
The timing couldn't have been more critical. Amid a flood of lawsuits and allegations against Diddy, ranging from manipulative tactics to serious criminal charges, Young Miami's shocking revelations have sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry.
I've been through domestic violence, into a position. I don't stand for domestic violence. I'm just not going for that.
So do you feel like with dating Diddy, like, was it a business relationship? Do you feel like it was beneficial for you?
I feel like it was beneficial for both of us. I think that, like, you know, I was able to come and be a brand ambassador for De Leon and take it to a whole nother level, because I feel like, I won't say nobody wasn't drinking De Leon, but
Nobody wasn't drinking De Leon.
But when I came, it was just like, it's a city where summer we drink De Leon, we acting bad. So I feel like I was an asset. I honestly just feel like with Diddy, like, you know, I met him at a P party, and I don't know what his intentions was, but I don't know if it was like business or he really liked me, but I felt like, you know, when he got me, he really saw something in me, and that's why.
Young Miami's return to Kershaw Please wasn't just another podcast episode. It was a reckoning. For months, the entertainment world had been buzzing with rumors about Diddy, from whispers of misconduct to serious allegations resurfacing from the depths of his empire. The intrigue around him had reached its peak. But when Young Miami, someone who had been by his side and witnessed his world up close, sat down for her tell-all, it was like a bomb went off, leaving the public in shock.
I'm just all over the place. You know, I'm going through a lot, and some days I just be like, everybody go through this in their career and in life. I feel like in life, everybody go through something, whether it's a breakup, a divorce, a death, just like whatever it is. And I feel like,
let it out. This is a safe space. This is your space to be vulnerable and just really, you know, let out how you feel.
so mentally, like, 1 minute I'm happy, 1 minute I'm sad, 1 minute I'm kind of like, fuck this shit. And then the next minute, I'm looking at my kids and I'm like, I ain't bring us this far to go backwards.
Yeah.
I work hard. You get what I'm saying? Like, I put in a lot of time and effort in this shit. I did it when I was pregnant alone. And I feel like in life, you gotta go through shit to get through shit. Like Usher said that, and I was like, wow, that's some real shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like in life, everybody is going through something. Whether it's a divorce, whether it's a death, whether it's they just lost their job, just anything. And that's what keep me going, because I know that, like, life not perfect. And we gotta learn from our mistakes, and life is a lesson. And I feel like the people that I thought that would be in my corner, or that are like, when I was going through this shit, nobody called me to check on me. Nobody called me to see how I was doing. Like, people was really like, you thought.
Her story about her time with Diddy showed a much darker side than the glamorous image he often displayed in public. I met him during his love era, she said with a smile, referring to Diddy's attempt to rebrand himself as a positive, empowering businessman. It was meant to be his fresh start, an era filled with high-profile galas and champagne toasts, a complete makeover after years of being one of the most notorious figures in the music industry. But behind that polished new image, something much more sinister was happening.
Well, I met Diddy at P Party, and I met him when he was in a love era. And I met Diddy when the world was celebrating him and giving him his flowers while he was alive. Like he was getting the Global Icon Award, the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Key to the City. He had a new album that was coming out. So I was celebrating him with the world. And I just feel like everybody trying to crucify me for it. Like, you was his biggest advocate. You was his cheerleader, but I was just celebrating when the world was celebrating him. So why am I being crucified, or why am I being separated?
Yeah.
When I was dating him, it was love, love, love. The frequency is high. We used to laugh because that's like him saying it's always, "What's up, queen?"
Yes.
So I just felt like I met him like in a whole new era, and that wasn't my experience. Like when I met him, it was just like I told y'all on season 1. I even asked him like, "Why you fucking with me? Why you fucking with a city girl?
Yeah.
Why you coming into my world?" Because I'm on some whole other shit. Like, you know my lyrics and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like, when I got with him, he was just a man. Like, it was more of like, okay, we ain't gonna do that. We gonna sit, we gonna communicate, we gonna get the solutions. What's going on? Like, we ain't even going that route. So that was my experience.
I met Diddy at a PE party, and when I met him, he was just a regular guy. It wasn't about anything flashy. It was more like, okay, we're not going down that path. We're going to sit down, talk, and find solutions. That's how my experience with him was.
It's not in order for me to keep soaring or, just to elevate myself. I just feel like, although that wasn't my experience, and he was such a good person to me, and that's what people don't understand about like me and Puff relationship. They was just like, you was so loud, and you made him a part of your brand, and like you just thought that you had something, and it wasn't that. Because I think the same thing with him. Like, he didn't expect to fall in love with me, because we did end up falling in love with each other. And I just feel like, it's just everything that's going on. Like, I don't want to get caught up in that, and I just need a moment to just pour into me.
Yeah. I could see that. And I just want to take a moment to give you your flowers for being so strong. And I've been through, I feel like a lot of stuff behind the scenes with you, with just going through everything and just seeing how like everybody really like just turned on you, and just how you've been so strong, even like for your kids, for yourself, being a woman, making the right decisions.
Yeah, I think that, well, I just want to say thank you, because if it wasn't for you, I don't know what the fuck I would be.
As young Miami grew more involved in her relationship with Diddy, she painted a picture of a man whose charisma was undeniable, yet his hold on the world around him felt increasingly stifling. At first, everything seemed full of glitz and glamour, but as time passed, the cracks began to appear. Moments of tenderness gave way to subtle, yet unsettling signs of control. Pressure, manipulation, and an unhealthy obsession with power slowly emerged. Now, looking back, Miami couldn't help but wonder aloud, did I ever truly know him? But the most shocking twist was still to come.
Describing a very typical relationship I see in the industry with like dudes who have a lot of power and money. And sometimes you see the women that either gravitate towards those men, or you see them almost like rotating as musical chairs. And a lot of times it's not like these women are just the most gorgeous women on the land. Not saying they're ugly at all. But when you get to cases like, Diddy, and, obviously I've never been around anyone like Diddy, but I've been around some of these people and some of these rappers who have a lot of money, and they have some really interesting situations. When I mean interesting situations, your monogamous relationship is not what's going on here. They have a very... if you ever go to the comfort of either rappers' homes or you hang with them like really behind the scenes, man, a rapper who got $50 million, man, trust me, like he's doing whatever he wants. So when I say that, is like a lot of times the women that they want around, right? And this is even on a lower level than Diddy, is the women who, no matter what they say, the woman is gonna be down with.
Then, out of nowhere, she revealed a shocking secret that rocked the world. She claimed that famous celebrities and powerful people in the industry paid Diddy to keep their darkest secrets hidden. The details were disturbing: secret payments, hidden contracts, and a system of silence and fear that allowed Diddy to control others. This gave him power over his peers, shaping the entertainment industry in ways no one expected.
No, what happened is that Diddy had rented a mansion out for Meek Mill's birthday party, and he had rented it for like $25,000. I remember we rented one of Cher's mansion out. You know what I'm saying? And that's the day he had fired his cook, but that's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? It was me, Wolf, Mace, was Ock staying there? No, just me, Wolf, Mace, Puff, and there was one other person staying in the mansion. But anyway, long story short is that they came recently. This happened a long time ago, but they recently just made a statement that they found loads of cocaine. I wonder what they did with the cocaine, because they didn't turn it over to the police. They said they found loads of cocaine, razor blades. They said that the sheets were bloody, nasty. They found a whole lot of used condoms. And
while Young Miami didn't name names directly, her subtle hints were enough to set off a firestorm of rumors. From top movie stars to chart-topping music icons, everyone was suddenly a suspect. The public demanded answers: whose names were on the list, and how had Diddy managed to keep these secrets hidden for so long? Her revelations couldn't have come at a worse time for Diddy. As the pressure mounted, more legal battles arose, and the stakes reached an all-time high. In March, federal agents raided his mansion, seizing documents and evidence, signaling the start of a much bigger investigation. Diddy's name was soon tied to everything from illegal drug operations to sexual misconduct and racketeering. It was a far cry from the untouchable music mogul who once sat comfortably at the top of his empire. Now, that empire was crumbling. This wasn't just the story of a relationship gone wrong. It was the collapse of an empire, the exposure of a toxic culture that had thrived for far too long, and the bravery of one woman who dared to challenge it